pie chart panel is great for presenting breakdowns in an easily digestible format. Pie charts can be seen in the default asset overview dashboard presenting device counts by sysobject ID and vendor, and the network summary dashboard where it's used to show interface opera status, latency, and whether the interface has seen any traffic in the last 90 days. In this video, we'll look at how these panels are configured, and I'm going to start with a very straightforward config. We'll recreate the if opera status panel. So new dashboard, add a pie chart and drop into edit mode. We just want to count by opera status, so I'll set query type to entity count, object to interface, and group by opera status state. And we've got our breakdown. But you'll notice a row without values. We currently have a panel looking at all interfaces, but we aren't monitoring opera status on all interfaces. So let's filter those ones out. Filter on opera status, polling is on. And there we have it. In the options tab, we can configure the visuals. I prefer the legend to be on the side. And in general, we can set the panel title. Okay, for the next one, we're going to look at something similar to the 90-day usage chart, but we're going to step around the fixed 90-day time period and set our own. Now, Statseeker uses a specific field for the 90-day use flag, and the logic behind it looks at inbound traffic and handles null values in a useful manner, but the panel that we're going to configure won't have any of that. It'll just look at bytes across the interface. So, new panel, in edit mode, query type to standard, object to interface, and in fields, we select ID. It can be any unique value. Set the label. Let's make this one used. And so in the filter, I'll set it for total bytes greater than 0. So now we have a slice for each device with total bytes greater than 0. So what we want is to group by all, to combine all of those interfaces into a single slice and ask for a count. Okay. To make unused, we'll take a shortcut and duplicate the current query. I'll update the label and update the filter and refresh the panel. Now, it may also be useful for you to add another query which handles interfaces that don't have values stored against total bytes. Maybe the device doesn't expose that void, or it's never been in a non-down state. So these are counts for today. You can use the time filter to change to the last 30 days. Or if you wanted to set up the panel to be a fixed 30-day usage, you can drop in an override over in the time range tab. You can even set up a variable to drive the time range to whatever value you're after.